Morning, y'all. Right, another journey student today. We've got Michael, must be his 4th lesson, so we're getting close to the end of the journey. Hopefully everyone is getting what they want from it. They're certainly getting some handicap cuts, which is great to see. Hopefully getting some weapons to be able to take onwards for the future as well, because it's obviously not just about the 6 months we work together. That information for me is hopefully something they can carry on almost for the rest of their golfing life and keep trying to improve and use. How good was the Open yesterday? Wasn't it fantastic? Molinari, what a player. He has been just on amazing form. I saw him at the Quickens loan event I was lucky enough to go to, and to be striking it very, very well. And obviously to see Tiger back up there as well was fantastic. In the lead at one point, the world was just kicking off thinking that Tiger could win another major and probably can win another major. He's showing that. Right, so today's question, which I still think is an important talking point. The Open, it's our biggest golfing sporting event hosted by Britain. Yeah, it's on paid per-view TV. What are your thoughts of that? It seems a shame to me that people can't get inspired by that sport. Now, don't think I'm naive to think that just putting golf on telly improves participation, because I don't. And I think tennis proves that with Wimbledon, and I think golf proved that over the years of the times it was on the BBC. But showing great sporting events, brilliantly organised by the British, for British audiences and a global audience, watching people succeed and struggle and battle it out with brilliant sportsmanship is only a positive for our nation to see. I don't see a bad point of that. So the fact that it isn't on terrestrial telly for me is a shame. What do you think? Post comments down below. Let's hear you down there. You better go and have this coffee, and then we better get and help Michael. Right, we're here with Michael. We're on the putting green to start today. We're going to try and tighten up a little bit around the short game. We're going to start with some putting and probably do some pitching as well. That's a good putt, Michael. How is your putting as a rule? I mean, I've seen it as relatively strong. Yeah. In what we've played and what we've done. Long putting to short putting, any patterns? Worse or better?
Longer ones are worse, definitely.
Yeah, which is obviously lots of people would find.
Struggle with pace.
Yeah. Right, I'm just going to hit the last one. Yep. I just want you to look at where the line on your putter finishes, okay, once I've hit this putt.
Yeah, so mine's right there, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you look where my line is finishing, there's rotation. It's not parallel with that line, is it? Because that would be there.
A lot more over there, isn't it?
Like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we've got Michael trying a slightly different follow through, trying to have less rotation. Blade of the putter, so the putter does do a bit of rotation, but Michael's does a lot on the way through. Michael just said he did one where I wanted it to finish just to try, and he said, oh yeah, that's where it should be, isn't it? And for me, it's not about where it should be, it's more I want to see him hit a few putts there to see what it does, rather than think that it is the way to do it. We won't know until we test. That's better, Michael. Good effort, that was a good roll. So that must feel more wooden to you?
It does, definitely, yeah.
So you'll follow through if you stand on this white line for me.
Yeah.
So we want some rotation, so if you swing back and stop, so you can see your white line of your putter isn't mimicking the white line on the floor.
Yeah, that's right.
Because obviously there is some rotation. And then if you just do a follow through and stop, so equal distance through, you want similar rotations. If something much heavier is happening on the way through with the rotations, either this might be turning, you could be introducing lots of angle and twist about the shaft. I would definitely like to try somewhere we're taking that twist about the shaft and angle out, because the other thing it might affect as well, if you think about it, so look where your loft is pointing. So I would say your loft's pointing quite high and up to the left. If I steal that, you stand just this side for me. So you're probably seeing the black face.
Yeah.
I can't see the face on the way through, so not only will you be changing what we know is open and closed, you might be changing lofts as well.
Yeah.
So we're now also to try and get control of this blade and in turn strike and stroke. We've got a very different stance, so this is much wider than you feel.
Yeah.
Arms more bowed out.
Yeah.
More over the ball with the shaft a little bit more feeling upright. And knees a bit more bent. We're trying to take the sway and the hip turn that we saw from that slow-mo out of Michael's putt. Yeah, it'll feel much straighter, doesn't it? So look, if you stand upright more like you were, so come right to the top of your grip. So the more upright you stand, the more naturally rounded that stroke will get. If you move a good 4 inches back from the ball, more. Okay, now push the putter out to the ball more. Put that putter almost upright. That's it, and lean as much over that as you can. So you'll have to bend from here.
Yeah.
This is an exaggeration.
Yeah. You're trying to kill me, man.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to putt like this, but the idea of this is that's going to be much straighter through because you're making basically the putter more upright with this stance. So that's an exaggeration, but it's more that idea than the upright one. Nice follow through as well, much smaller rotation on that. So don't get the heel in the air so much of that putter, just there you go, a bit less with the heel again, bring it down, there you go. Nice. So basically you've got this P2 Tour flat fronted grip. This flat fronted grip is there to help you feel any rotations in that face. So this now becomes the face. So back and through, just feeling that right hand. Look at the difference in the follow through there. So much less rotation, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you do your normal follow through with that left hand in that position, so if you just go through and point the putter way left, so you've done that with your shoulders there. Yeah. But I think you do it more.
Yeah. It does, in that hand it comes.
Yes, like it goes that way. So again, without a ball, drilling this over and over again. Just do the drill again, pinch the top. Yeah. This hand on top, this hand on the putter. Get this hand right on top out of the way. And just straighten that left hand a little bit more, the fingers right down the grip. Okay, back and forth. You want to feel that left and right hand basically in making that face control that rotation calmer. Keep your body out of it though, Michael. Your hips are like dancing there. Just keep those hips out of it. That's it. Yeah. Again, that's a drill you can just do over and over again. Great stuff from Michael there. Really interesting to see how kind of finessey he was with his putting, and I see a lot of amateurs like that, really kind of quite brutal with their stroke, not thinking in tiny little increments. Getting Michael to think about how much rotation that putter's having on the way through and how is a great way of getting him to try and understand. If he wants to get to that single figure handicap, which I know he can, he needs to be really fine-tuning every part of his game. And we actually did a picture lesson as well, which you might see tomorrow or soon, because otherwise the video is just getting too long because it was 2 hours and there was lots of good information. But I will share that with you as well, because his pitching transformed, and I think it's there's lots of good points in there that I think will help a lot of you out there. Post comments down below in today's question: should the Open be locked or not? Love to hear. Do you like the fact it's locked? Because lots of people say they get much better content now, and it has to be said, Sky do a much bigger production, which lots of people think is better, which is great. So you want that and less people, or you'd rather it just be average production and shown to everyone? Post comments down below. Let me know if those putt and drills help as well. The one with his left hand, this is my right, but his left hand on top of the grip, do that with lots of students, really helps them get a feel of controlling the face via the flat fronted grips. Post comments down below if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. See you all tomorrow. I've got to go and pick up Fanuna. She's been playing golf all day today with school, which is good, isn't it? And now I've got to take Milo to football, and then we need to get tea. Busy.